Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. I usually do reviews on action figures, Transformers, Ghostbusters, Marvel, Jurassic World. Go check some of those out if you're interested in any of those properties. But today I'm looking at something a little bit more static. I was up in my local Smiths yesterday. I'd gone in to see if I could buy myself a Scorponok, but sadly they'd managed to sell out of them. So I had a little wander around the store and I came across this. I do have a couple of these cable guys. I'll bring them in later so you can have a look. I've got the regular sized Spyro, the Spyro XL and the Crash Bandicoot one. But I'd seen the Sonic one and I've sort of been half expecting to buy it at some point. So I had a look, see what they had, and this one was sitting on a shelf, and it was the last one there, and I thought, oh, that looks quite interesting. And it was only £5 dearer than the regular release, so I thought, oh, I'm going to get it, let's see what's in the box. So I don't know what is in here, other than what's on the front. So this is going to be an unboxing video. So let's have a look at said box. Obviously you can see it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Act 1 Deluxe Edition Big Box. I'm not entirely sure if there's going to be an Act 2. I don't know why it's up there. Perhaps they're going to do another one at some point with Tails or Knuckles, maybe. I don't know. But let's have a look round anyway. So there's that on the top. There's some nice, what do you call it, embossing on the top. Cable guys. I do like this. It's very nice. And then we've got the original Sonic screen from the original, oh god, when was that out? 1980 something, was on the NES, wasn't it? It's been a long time since I last played Spyro. And here's the stuff on the back that tells you what you get. So it looks like we get a water bottle. I have no idea what this thing's supposed to be. A bum bag, because apparently they're back in fashion now. I don't know. You get the usual cable, and honestly the reason I decided to get this pack rather than just the Sonic on its own was this little keyring. I don't really have much use for the other stuff, but the little Sonic keyring I kind of really wanted, so yeah. I wish these were, I know we're still in the current generation of games consoles, but it's pretty much guaranteed that all the new controllers are going to come with USB Type-C, so it would have been nice if they'd put a USB Type-C cable in with these boxes, but this is a micro USB, so there you go. And then you get this side, and there he is holding a mobile phone. And little Tails. Love Tails. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I really enjoyed the movie that came out recently. Not least because it had the guy who played Cyclops in the original X-Men trilogy. I can't remember his name offhand, but yeah, I was like, oh no, Cyclops! Anyway, there you go. So right, let's have a look at this guy outside of his box, and I'll bring some accessories in and we can see what he does and how he does it. Alright, so here's everything outside of the box. Now, inside the main box you get the Sonic figure on its own in a plastic clamshell, and the other items are in just a plain white box. So let's have a quick look at what you get. So you do get a 2 metre USB mini cable, which will be about as much use as a chocolate teapot in about 5 years' time. You do get this rather snazzy looking bum bag. Now if you're watching this in America, this is not what you call it, and I'm not repeating it on my reviews, especially if some kids can watch it. You know what it is. Anyway, you do get this rather nice Sonic running motif, and that goes all the way around. So yeah, it's quite nice. I personally won't be using it. It is rather nice, but I haven't used a bum bag since the 1990s, and I don't intend to start again now. But it is quite generous. I mean, I could get that around me, and I'm fat, so yeah, it's not bad, and it's like it's a nylon type deal. So let's actually have a look at the tag. It'll probably say what it is in there. Oh, made in China. There's a surprise. Oh, it's polyester, so yeah, it's plastic. So it's not bad. I imagine it'll be relatively, I'd say, shower proof. I mean, not in a shower. I mean, if you get caught outside in a shower, you know, like a rain shower. So yeah, it's not too bad. You got the nice Sonic logo down there, so that's quite nice. Then we've got this, which is worth about 2p, but apparently it goes with that, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's one of these extendable keychain holder things. I used to work in security actually, and I used to have one of these on my keys. So you keep the key, the main clip attached to your belt, and then you just use that bit for when you're unlocking and locking doors. So again, that'll probably just sit in a drawer. You do get a water bottle. I haven't taken this out of the bag because I'm not going to use it, so I just thought I'd leave it in the bag for now. It's quite nice. It does have this original, is it 8-bit or 16? 16-bit, isn't it, Sonic? It was on the NES, so 16-bit. No, wait a minute. No, it wasn't, was it? Because it's Sega. Do you know, I can't remember. Every night I watch The Wicked Gamer and Collector. If you haven't seen his videos, go check him out. He's great. He's from the Netherlands, and he does all these reviews of like knockoff consoles from AliExpress and as such. He's a brilliant YouTuber. Go check him out if you're into retro gaming. But yeah, I can never flipping remember what this is, because I didn't have any of these early consoles. I had a ZX Spectrum Plus, and it was a dodgy one and all, because my aunt bought it back from Saudi Arabia and it never worked properly. So I didn't get a proper console until I bought my own PlayStation 1. Anyway, but that's a nice bottle. I used to do a lot of cycling, so once upon a time that would have been of use to me, but I haven't been out on my bike in years. So. But it's quite nice, and it's good if you've got kids. If you're buying this for kids, then it's, you know, it's great. It'll make a great Christmas present for anybody interested in Sonic. And then there's this, and as I said at the top of the video, this is what I bought the extra pack for. And had I known it was just going to be one of these flat rubber ones that you can get for like $1.50 on AliExpress, I wouldn't have bought this set, because this does not look anything like the back of the box. So that's the back of the box. That's what it says you get in there. And that looks like a proper 3D keychain. That does not look like that. Not to me anyway. I thought basically what I was getting was a miniature version of the cableguy. So that is a whole lot of disappointment. I'm not massively happy about that, because like I said, the whole reason of me buying this extra set was to get this keyring, and that's not what I thought I was good. That does not look like that. Trade descriptions act, that is. Might be able to get away with that in America, but not so much over here. So yeah, that's quite disappointing. But what can I do? It's too late now. I've paid my money. Nothing I can do about it. It's got a hole in the bottom for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Oh, maybe you can stick a key in there. What do you reckon? A key? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so not massively happy about that. Still, let's have a look at the main thing in this box, and that's the cableguy himself. A nice representation of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, a game I have rarely played, but for some reason really felt the need to get the mascot for. Yeah. Oh, my stand is sagging to one side. I'm buying a new stand because this one that I got, it's just a nightmare. It keeps slipping. Hold on a bit, I'm going to have to pause for a minute and sort this out. Alright, there we go, that's better. Little Dave has got this really amazing gimbal thing that I'm really jealous of, and I'm thinking of getting one of them myself, so that my stand doesn't keep collapsing under the weight of my phone. Just daft. Anyway, let's have a closer look. I mean, it's Sonic. It's definitely Sonic. It's done really nicely. There's his tiny little tail at the back. But yeah, there's no getting around it. That is definitely Sonic. His gloved hands there and his little speedy boots. I like that the base is like from the first level, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's nicely done. I've got a slight bit of paint slop there, but you know, these things are cheap. It looks a little bit dirty in places as well. This was the last one, so I couldn't even sort of do that collector thing, you know, where you check to make sure you've got the best one that was there. I mean, that didn't work out particularly well with my Transformers Earthrise Alicons either, so I don't know. I was quite tired. I had a heck of a day going shopping. My car wouldn't start, there was all kinds of problems, but yeah, anyway, there we go. So by the time I got round to Smith's, I was knackered. So I just sort of picked the first one that came. So let's have a look at some of the things he can hold. PS4 controller, check. Xbox One controller, check. So those are the things we know he can hold. Nintendo DS XL. Yep, I think that works. I think you can get away with that. And regular sized mobile phone, for sure. The state of that screen, that's filthy. I keep meaning to wipe this one and give it to my mum because she's still rocking an old Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini. Oh, she bought it donkeys ago. Anyway. Right, so let's have a look. If you're into your retro gaming, what will he hold? Will he hold an original Xbox controller? Yes, he will, actually, quite well as it goes. Will he hold a GameCube controller? Let's have a look. Kinda. If you hook the cable over his nose. Actually, yeah. The Wavebird controller is the same as the GameCube controller, and there's a new one out for the Switch as well. Forgive me because I don't have a Switch, so I don't know what it's called, but I think it's the same sort of size as a GameCube controller. So yeah, that actually works quite well. He does hold that quite well. Yeah, that's about everything I've got to hand. My phone is a 6.9 inch display, and my other cable guys hold that, so I can't show you because I'm using it to record this video. So let's have a look at a couple of other cable guys that I mentioned at the top of the video. So here is the Crash one. We've just come out a little bit. And here is the regular Spyro one. So I don't have a lot of these. I've only got the ones that I like the best. And if they do a Ratchet and Clank one, I'll be all up for that. So people who make cable guys, Ratchet and Clank, please. Yeah, that'll be grand. I mean, you've done Banjo-Kazooie, for crying out loud. So yeah. So there we go. That's a little look at the cable guys Sonic the Hedgehog pack. The figure itself is great. I love these. I like how they really capture the characters. I mean, Spyro's looking sort of, where's Nasty Narc? And Crash is doing Crash. So, you know, Sonic looks like Sonic. They're really good. They look good. They look good holding the controllers. So, you know, there's no problem there. I have to say that. That's the Xbox One Elite controller. I don't think it's a lot different from the original one. I didn't want to bring like all my controllers downstairs because I've got every console since the PS2/GameCube/Xbox, so it's too many controllers to bring down. But I just thought I'd bring some of the larger ones down to see if he'd hold them. But yes, I think the figures themselves are fantastic. I absolutely love them. I managed to get these two for a steal, but I'm slightly annoyed because, as I said, I bought that pack, that Sonic pack, for this keychain, and that's not worth the extra £5. And I could have got the Sonic on its own for a lot less money. So from that point of view, I'm not impressed. But the figures themselves, spot on. If you're into gaming and you like these kinds of things, I can absolutely recommend all three of these. I know they do a whole bunch of different ones. There's even like a Deadpool one where he's sort of bending over forward and he's got his hands out on his backside. There's a Halo Master Chief one. Oh, there's loads of them now. They started out just doing gaming ones, and I think now they do all kinds of different ones as well. So just general pop culture ones. So if you're interested in anything like that, then they're absolutely worth a pick up. The Sonic is great on its own, but I wouldn't recommend the pack unless you absolutely have to have the stuff in it. I don't think the pack is worth the £25 I paid for it, honestly. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all I have to say about that collection. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more of these two, I'm happy to do a review of those. Not a great deal to say about them, to be honest, but happy to do a quick one if you'd like. And that is about it. So thanks for watching. Always appreciate you tuning into these videos. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below and Simon will let me know. So that's it. Thanks again and goodbye.
Fingers on plastic.